Good evening, baseball fans. You are tuning in to Houston Astros Network, and we are here for Game 4 of the 2014 AL Championship Series between the Houston Astros and the Tampa Bay Rays. Tampa has a 3-0 lead over Houston in the series, and they are looking to bring out the brooms and complete their sweep, as Houston is just looking to stay alive somehow, some way. And there you see Joe Maddon, manager of the Tampa Bay Rays. Let's take a look at the lineup he's put together. Leading things off in left field, Jason Worth. Batting second, playing shortstop, Yunel Escobar. Batting in third, playing right field, Will Myers. And cleaning things up will be the third baseman, Evan Longoria. And on the mound to face that strong lineup will be the right-hander for the Astros, Alex White, who went 7-7 with a 3.94 ERA and 145 strikeouts in the regular season. He had a very strong early season, but he didn't end on the very highest of notes. And making his way to the plate now is the left fielder, Jason Worth. He's batting .310 with 3 RBIs so far in this young postseason. And here's Alex White getting set to throw the first pitch of Game 4 of the 2014 ALCS. Here's the kick. And the pitch, and Jason Worth is going to ground this one to Morales. He makes a nice stop, chucks that one over to White. He steps on the bag to make the first out of the ballgame. Making his way to the plate for the Rays now is the right fielder, Will Myers. He is in the stratosphere of batting averages, as he is batting a very strong .462 in this ALCS. White working with a 2-1 count here on Myers. Here's the kick, and he deals. And Myers is going to line this one into center field, and that's going to be right to Dexter Fowler. He puts that one away for the third out of the inning. So we take a look at Bo Porter and the lineup that he's put together. Leading things off in left field, Juan Pierre. Batting second, playing second, Jose Altuve. In the 3-hole, the struggling Kendrys Morales, only batting a measly .160. And in the cleanup spot, Chris Carter, the big bat. On the mound today for the Tampa Bay Rays is the left-hander Matt Moore, who went 11-8 on this season with a 4.24 ERA and 122 strikeouts. Here comes the man who doesn't age to lead things off. Batting .333 in this 2014 ALCS, Juan Pierre. 0-2 count on Pierre. Moore's getting set. The wind-up. Here comes the pitch. And Pierre's going to slap this one off of Matt Moore's legs. And Pierre is able to beat that one out for an infield single. Jose Altuve up for the Astros now. Moore getting set. He looks down the runner. Looks him down once again, and Pierre takes off for second. He got a decent jump, and he's able to slide in as the throw is high. And Juan Pierre has himself a stolen base here. 0-1 count now on Jose Altuve. Pierre's on second. Moore looks him down. The kick and the pitch from Moore, and Altuve gives this one a ride in a deep left field. That's out of here. It just carries over the fence. And the little train that could, all 5'6" of Jose Altuve, carries that one out of the park over that short left field fence. Jose Altuve gets things started off nicely for the Astros, and he gives his team a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the first inning. Making his way to the plate now for the Astros is the first baseman, Kendrys Morales, who is batting a measly .160 so far in the postseason. He wasn't that big of a contender in the ALDS against the Athletics, and he's 0-7 so far against Rays pitching here in this ALCS. And he's looking to change that here in this at-bat. 0-1 count on Morales. Moore's getting set. Here comes the kick. And the pitch. And Morales gives this one a ride into left center. But Matt Joyce is going to be under that one as he puts that one away. Making his way to the plate now is Chris Carter, who is 2-12 with a .167 average so far in the ALCS. He's batting .444 in the postseason as he was on fire for the ALDS, but him and Kendrys Morales, two very vital parts of the lineup, have struggled so far against the Rays, as he has an 0-2 count on him here. Moore with the kick. He deals, and he swings through the circle change outside half the play as he strikes out. Alex White working with a 2-0 count here on top of the second. Here comes the pitch, and Wilson Bedemeat's going to slap this one into center field. Dexter Fowler is going to dive, but that one's going to get past him as George Springer is going to have to run out into deep center field as Wilson Bedemeat, the not very fast Wilson Bedemeat at all, is able to get himself a stand-up triple. Runner on third for the Rays as James Loney's at the plate with 1 out, 2-2 count. Here comes the pitch from Moore. He rips this one into left field. Juan Pierre's going to throw this one on the run. And the throw is going to be offline as Wilson Bedemit's able to slide in to make that a 2-1 ball game now. Astros lead. Bottom of the second now as Dexter Fowler is at the plate. Runner on first. Moore looking down the runner. Here comes the kick. And the runner takes off. That's George Springer. He's going to slide in as the throw is high. That's a stolen base for the rookie George Springer. Now we've got an 0-1 count on the center fielder Dexter Fowler with George Springer on second. Moore looking down Springer. Looks him down again. Here comes the pitch from Moore. And Dexter Fowler's going to lay out a bunt. And Springer's going to head to third. He's going to get into third base, because that's going to advance the runner. That brings up the catcher Mike Zunino now for the Astros. 0-2 count on him. Here's the kick and the pitch from Moore. And Zunino dribbles this one down the third base line. They're not going to have a play at the plate. And he's going to go for the easy out at first. And he's going to get Zunino out, but not before Springer crosses the plate and makes it a 3-1 Astros lead. Top of the third now, Jason Worth at the plate with runners on second and third. Here comes the pitch from White, and Worth rips this one in the right center gap. That's going to get in between Fowler and Springer. Fowler's going to track that one up against the wall, but not before Jason Worth gets himself a stand-up 2 RBI double. That's going to tie the ball game here, make this a 3-3 ball game now. Runners on the corners for Will Myers, full count. White deals, and Myers is going to ground this one to Altuve. He flips to second. He fires the first. That's a tailor-made 4-6-3 double play to get them out of the inning. The big bat of Chris Carter comes to the plate for the Astros to lead things off in the bottom of the fourth. Moore getting set. Here comes the pitch. And Chris Carter gives us one a ride in a deep left field. That's back, but it's only to the track right in front of the wall. Jason Worth is able to get to that one. Runners on first and second here for Will Myers. White deals, and Myers is going to get that one past the third baseman Todd Frazier. Pierre is going to fire home, and that's going to hold the runners now, as now we've got bases loaded. And that's going to be the end of Alex White's day, as Bo Porter is going to come out to the mound, signal to the bullpen that he wants the right-hander. And Alex White is going to come off the field, as he could have pitched a better game, especially in this important of a game, with the Astros having their backs against the walls. So coming into the bullpen is going to be the right-hander Josh Fields. 3 games appeared in the playoffs, 0-0 record with a 2.45 ERA, 3.2 innings pitched, and 1 K. Fields working the 1-1 count on Evan Longoria. Here comes the pitch, and Evan Longoria gives us one a ride into deep center field. Dexter Fowler's going to camp under that one. He's going to fire home. He has a strong arm, but it's not strong enough to get out Jason Worth at the plate. And the runner's going to tag out from second, so we've got runners on the corners now for the Rays. Wilson Bedemy at the plate, 1-1 count. Here comes the pitch from Fields, and Bedemy gives us one a ride. That's going to get out of here. It just carries over the wall. Wilson Bedemy with a 3-run shot as the Rays blow this one wide open now. Off Wilson Bedemy's home run. Josh Field comes in as he's not able to stop the bleeding. In fact, he just made it even worse. And the Astros are going to make another pitching change after that home run. Brad the Birdman Peacock comes in the game. 2 appearances so far in the playoffs. 1 save with 6 innings pitched and 4 strikeouts. Very solid with a 0 ERA so far for the Birdman. Peacock going to be working on David DeJesus here. Here comes the pitch. And that's slapped out into left field. Juan Pierre is going to range over to his right, and he's able to camp under that one. Bottom of the 5th now, Jose Altuve at the plate with 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Moore looking down the runner. Here comes the pitch, and Altuve gives us one a deep ride into center field. That one's going to get off the wall as the second runner is going to be rounding third, heading home. And Altuve is going to have himself an RBI triple. That's going to make this an 8-5 ball game now. Tampa Bay Rays still in the lead. We've got a defensive substitution now for the Astros as Tyler Heineman's going to come into the catch to replace Mike Zunino. Peacock work with 1-2 count here on Will Myers. He deals, and that's a high fly ball into left field. That carries over the fence. That's a 2-run shot here for the Rays, as now this is a 10-5 ball game now for the Tampa Bay Rays. And they blew this lead wide open once again. Bottom of the 6th inning now is the third baseman, Todd Frazier's at the plate. 1 out, 2-2 count. Here comes the pitcher, Matt Moore, and Frazier absolutely belts this one into deep left field. That's a no-doubter. Todd Frazier giving his team a solo shot here in the bottom of the 6th. It's not going to give them the lead, but it may spark a fire under these guys' butts as they are looking to keep themselves alive here in the ALCS, and Todd Frazier delivers with a solo shot here. A very well hit solo shot over the left field fence. Coming in the pitch now for the Tampa Bay Rays is the left-hander Jake McGee, who's pitched in 1 game so far in the postseason, and he's had an astronomical ERA of 13.50. So McGee's lurking on the catcher, Mike Heinman here. Here's the kick. He deals, and Heinman lines this one up the middle, and Escobar's not able to handle that one as it deflects off his glove. And Hyman's going to have himself an infield single here, as they're not going to rule that one an error. 2 outs in the inning now as Jose Altuve, the second baseman's at the plate. Here comes the pitch from McGee, and Altuve gets a hold of one, and that's his 2nd home run of the ball game. He makes this a 10-8 lead now for the Tampa Bay Rays, as they're just slowly taking away at that lead, as the Astros just won't die. And Jose Altuve just says, "Get in my backpack, I'll carry you guys," as that's his 2nd home run. 10-8 ball game now. Rays in the lead. After that Altuve home run, the Rays are going to make a pitching change. The right-hander Brandon Gomes is going to come in. 3 games appeared. 1-0 record with 1 save and a 3.86 ERA in 4 innings pitched. Gomes worked with an 0-1 count here on Kendrys Morales, the first baseman. Here comes the kick and the pitch from Gomes, and Morales lines this one down the right field line. That one's going to get up against the wall. Morales is going to round first, head for second. He's going to have to hustle. There's going to be a play off the bag, but the throw is offline. So Morales slides in safely. With a runner on second, that brings up the big bat of Chris Carter. Here comes the pitch from McGee, and he's going to ground this one along Gorey at third. He fires over Loney at first. That's going to be the end of the inning. Coming into pitch in the top of the 9th for the Astros is the right-hander Ryan Madson, who's appeared in 3 games with a 0 ERA so far in the postseason in 2 innings pitched. Madson worked with a 1-2 count here on Wilson Betemit. Here comes the pitch, and Betemit swings through the changeup as he sends Betemit down on strikes, as we are going to head to the bottom of the 9th inning as the Astros look to extend their time in the playoffs. 10-8 is the score. And coming in, now that's a save opportunity for the Rays, is their closer Grant Balfour. Balfour facing Tyler Heinman here, 0-2 count. Here comes the pitch, and that's in the dirt. Now that's going to get away from Hannigan, and Heinman's able to beat that one out, and it's going to get off the glove of James Loney. Heinman's going to be on first here, even though it's ruled as a strikeout. Coming in a pinch hit now for the Astros is Stephen Drew, the hard-hitting shortstop who had a very solid regular season. However, in the postseason, he's only batting .187, 0 for 4 in the ALCS. 0-2 count here on Drew. Balfour getting set. Here comes the pitch, and that's going to be grounded to Loney. Fire over to second, fire to first, but it was not as strong as a throw. And what is this? The ball is going to get over to the Astros dugout, but they're not going to go over the ball as Stephen Drew's rounding third, heading home. I don't know what happened here, ladies and gentlemen, but the Astros are going to get a run, and it's going to be a 1-run ball game now, 10-9 score. Juan Pierre at the plate, and Pierre gives us one a ride into deep right field. That's back, but it's only a step in front of the warning track. Could you possibly want any other man at the plate right now with 2 outs The Astros down to their last out, backs against the wall, and making his way to the plate is the second baseman, Jose Altuve, who's had 2 home runs in the ball game and a triple. Basically put the team on his back in the Game 4. Altuve digging in at the plate now. Here comes the kick and the pitch from Balfour, and that one's going to be lined off Balfour, but it's going to take a lucky bounce over to Loney at first, and he's going to tag the runner out. And that's going to be how the cookie crumbles, folks, as the Tampa Bay Rays are going to sweep the Houston Astros in the ALCS, and they're going to advance to the World Series. The Astros have got to be disappointed with themselves, as they were coming into this series very confident, as they just came off a sweep of the quite frankly better team of the Oakland Athletics, and they completely demolished the Los Angeles Angels in that wild card game. But I guess they just ran out of steam here against the Tampa Bay Rays, as they weren't able to get their bats around, as Chris Carter and Kendrys Morales, 2 of their best bats in the lineup, 2 vital parts to their team, weren't able to get things going. So with that being said, that's going to wrap things up here for the Houston Astros 2014 season. Your Tampa Bay Rays are the AL champions, as they are going to be heading to the World Series to face the Los Angeles Dodgers. And next time you tune into Houston Astros Network, we will be going over the Houston Astros 2014 offseason. It's been a great season, baseball fans, and I hope you're here to join me for the 2015 season. Good evening, baseball fans. You are tuning in to Houston Astros Network, and we are here for the Houston Astros post-game show as we go over Game 3 of the 2014 ALCS.